So today we are going to do addition of fractions with unlike denominators. So if you'll notice, all of our problems, the denominators or that bottom number, they're going to be different. So when we go to add or subtract, they must always be the same. We have to have the same size piece when we go to add them. So when we look at this first one, I have 1/2 plus 1/4. I'm going to ask myself a series of questions. And the first question I'm going to say is, can I turn the smaller number into the bigger number by multiplying? So what I mean by that is, can I take that 2 and can I turn it into a 4 by multiplying? And that answer is yes. So I'm going to multiply the bottom by 2. And if whatever I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. So I'm going to kind of rewrite this problem now. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And then I'm going to keep that second fraction the same. And now what you'll see is that I have my denominators the same. So my pieces, my fraction pieces are exactly the same now. I just need to find out how many I have. Keep my denominator the same. 2 plus 1 is 3. So my answer is 3/4. So the first thing you have to do is make sure that you have your denominator the same. All right, so now I have 1/5 plus 1/10. Again, they're different. I have to make them the same. So I say, can I turn that smaller number into the bigger one by multiplying? Meaning, can I turn a 5 into a 10 by multiplying? That answer is going to be yes if I multiply by 2. So again, having those multiplication facts memorized are really going to help you when dealing with fractions. So I'm going to rewrite this. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Again, keep that second fraction the same because I already have a 10. I don't need to change that denominator. And so now when I go to add my pieces, my denominator is 10. And how many do I have? 1, 2, and 3. So my answer would be 3/10. All right, another example. 1/2 plus 3/8. And again, can I turn the smaller number into the bigger number by multiplying? Can I turn a 2 into an 8 by multiplying? That answer is a yes. So I'm going to multiply by 4. And remember, whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So when I go to rewrite this, 1 times 4, that equals 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Again, my number with the 8 is going to stay the same because I'm not changing that denominator. And now I have 8s, that's the size of my piece, and I have 4 plus 3, that's going to equal 7. So I have 7 of those 8s. 7/8 is my answer. All right, I'm going to come down to this problem right here. Can I turn the smaller number, which is a 2, into a 3 by multiplying? And that answer is going to be no. I can't do that. I can't turn a 2 into a 3 by multiplying with a counting number. So what I'm going to do is smash them together. I'm going to multiply them together. So I have new denominators now. 2 times 3 is 6. I smash them together. If I can't turn one into the other, my denominators are now 6s. Okay? So I look at my 2 here. 2 times what gives me 6? So I turned that 2 and I turned it into a 6. So what did I have to do to it? What did I multiply it by? 2 times 3 equals my 6 right here. Remember, whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. 1 times 3 equals 3. All right, coming now to the second one here. 3 times what gives you 6? Remember, I turned that 3 into a 6. So what did I multiply it by? How did I change it? I multiplied it by 2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. 1 times 2 is 2. So now I'm going to go to add these guys. Remember, my 6 stays the same. 3 plus 2 is 5. So my answer is 5/6. Okay, so we're going to do another problem that is also similar here. I have 1/3 plus 2/4. Can I turn my smaller number into my bigger number by multiplying? Can I turn that 3 into a 4? No, I can't. So I have to smash them together. 3 times 4 is 12. So when I go to rewrite this, my denominators are 12. So I'm going to go to my first one here, okay? 3 times what gives me 12? I'm going to multiply that by 4. If I do it to the bottom, I have to do it to the top. 1 times 4 is 4. Come here for my next one. 4 times what gives me that 12? I'm going to multiply by 3. If I do it to the bottom, got to do it to the top. 2 times 3 is 6. So now I can add these together. I have the same denominator. 4 plus 6 is 10. So my answer is 10 twelfths. For your lesson practice today, you have 4 problems. So remember, can you turn the smaller number into the bigger by multiplying? Or if you can't do that, smash them together. Whatever you do to the bottom, you always have to do to the top.